Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. For those of you who are joining for the very first time, I hope you enjoy your reading today. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. I am sending you all of my gratitude. So Gem, this reading is for any and all Gemini placements. So please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it won't resonate for everyone. This reading can be applied to any and all situations, including love, career, and personal growth. Any additional information about me or the channel can be found in the description box below. So Gem, we're going to begin first with some oracle cards to get an idea of the energies at play, any individuals that may be involved, and the themes at work in your situation. Then we're going to move into the Celtic cross spread using the tarot, which we will clarify using a second tarot deck. And then we're going to close off with some guidance. So Gem, while I was meditating on your situation, what I am seeing is that there is a very strong masculine presence. So this may be you, Gem, in this state of taking action and preparing to take action. I am seeing that somebody here is preparing to begin the planning stages of something they are searching for or looking to create. This may be the person that you are connecting with, a masculine energy that is looking to find fulfillment and is considering taking action in some significant way. I do believe that this is with you, towards you, if that is the case, but please take it as it resonates. What I'm seeing is that something right now is still in the dream state. It's still in the nether. This person is daydreaming. This person is thinking constantly of what this next reality, this next chapter should look like. So Gem, if this is you, you are currently not completely fulfilled with where you are. And this is even the flip for if this is the person that you are connecting with. Somebody here is currently not fulfilled in where they currently are. If there are other commitments involved that this person has been giving to, I am seeing that it is not enough. Okay, and this, I'm just seeing so many different storylines. It could be you, Gem, in a commitment that you're unhappy with or unfulfilled with. I can't say unhappy per se. It could be someone that you're connecting with who is otherwise unoccupied with other commitments, and they are currently not happy in those commitments and they want more. This could be somebody who currently has a commitment with you but wants to elevate that commitment to something that is real. So there are many different storylines. I do feel, Gem, that wherever your story falls, the energies still remain the same, that there is somebody here who does want more for themselves. And by wanting more for themselves, more for their heart, more for what will allow them to enjoy what they have, they must leave something else behind, some other prior commitment. It feels like a commitment that they need to kind of push aside, leave behind in order to accommodate greater space in their life for something more fulfilling. So we have imagine here, which is a 20. So this is about daydreaming, imagining, thinking of what you would like. It's like you're aspiring, trying to create this mental space and start playing around with ideas of what it is you really want. When I asked about this, I clarified and got judication and pathway. So notice that we have a 35 here, which is, it reduces to an 8. Right, so kind of like the 8 of Cups, but more than anything, strength. You could be connecting with a Leo or have a Leo placement very strong in your chart. But with judication, which is a 30 and a 3, this could be Libra or Taurus energy. This is about expansion, but in the case of judication, this is something that may have legal implications. For that reason, I mentioned that this could be a commitment because there seems to be some kind of a contract, a binding agreement between you, this person, or the person you're connecting with and some other party, where there is a consideration here of an alternative path. This person is seeking, or you are seeking, greater fulfillment. And so whether that's to elevate the commitment by taking on a contract or severing a contract with someone else, this is about imagining what this alternative pathway may look like in the long run. So here we have happy, happy, which is a 26, which is another 8, right? So this is saying with happiness, somebody here has the potential for happiness, but only after they've walked away from things that no longer serve them. There's a current state of happiness, but it almost feels like it isn't enough, because when I clarified happy, I got journey and distant horizons. So this is about being happiest when you are imagining something else. So Gem, it's like, for some reason, I feel like this is a cross-watch reading, but this is applicable to both sides. It's just there are so many storylines I'm getting here. Just so many different ways this situation applies. So with journey and distant horizons, there may be a physical distance between you and this person, or this person and something else. But ultimately, when it comes to happiness, this person is happiest when they are imagining being somewhere else, being in a different position, being, you know, for some, it's being with someone else. This person feels either that they want a greater commitment with you, a greater commitment with themselves. There is so much distance right now between them and what they want, that they're happiest when they put themselves there in this greater level of commitment, or when they are separate from another commitment so that they can pursue something new. But this is about leaving something behind or someone behind in order to pursue this other reality, this other possibility. With Yang, we have this magician energy, this masculine energy. And this is about taking action, moving in this direction. So somebody's contemplating the plan. They're contemplating the next move. Because when I asked to clarify this Yang energy, we have thoughts and occupation. Somebody here wants to change their status. Whether this is a career choice, a life purpose move. This is moving closer to a person and thus moving away from another person, or moving away from someone and closer to something else or someone else. This is about shifting the space, shifting the position. Somebody is looking to change who they identify as in this situation. And it does feel like, to some extent, look at this. This is 16 and 34. Both of these are 7s, right? So this is Cancerian energy with the Chariot, but this is about motivation, planning, and deciding on a path. So this is that first, this person, Gem, whether it's you or someone you're connecting with, this person is about to take their first step into a new life, into a new decision, into a new plan, with expectations being a 28. Right? This is a 10. This is about somebody who is just doing one more brief look into themselves, into the environment around them. And I'm getting a visual of somebody checking their apartment before they leave the keys. That's sort of the energy I'm getting here. Whoever this is, it's like they're just doing a quick once over, because before they leave the space, they want to make sure they haven't forgotten anything. That's the energy I'm getting here. It's interesting. It's like this person, Gem, whoever this is, they are, while the plans may not be set in stone per se, they themselves they are the deciding factor, whoever this is. They've decided to a certainty that they are not willing to accept or settle with where they are right now. So whether they choose to preserve where they currently are, they're looking to amplify the better parts and leave the less than great parts behind. If it's that there's an entire situation here that does not serve them, they are planning, or you are planning, to leave the entire situation behind in pursuit of something better, something that feels more fulfilling. The plan, the actual physical plan, may not exist yet, but the plan is already very real in the mind of this person, whether it's you or someone with whom you are connecting. Okay, so this person is one step away from their new life. One step away from their new life. One step away from their dream. It's something they've created in their mind, and it's been vivid. It's been a very vivid intention they've been putting out around them. So let's see for Gem, please. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the Celtic Cross spread for Gem. I feel this is a big move, Gem. Whatever this is a big move. And remember, this can apply to your career as well. this is a big reading, Gem. This is a lot. There's so many storylines that go into this. Let's see, Gem, please. Celtic Crossbow. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please allow me to see. The messages for Gemini, please. Guardian angels, spirit guides, goddess, please. What is going on for Gemini, please? Spirit guides, guardian angels, goddess, spirit guides. So underneath the deck, we have the Five of Cups. So this is an overall energy of, I'm getting regret. Someone is feeling badly that this is where they are. It's almost that feeling of wishing you didn't feel this way, but you can't help it. Someone's discovered recently that where they are does not fit them anymore. It's not intentional, Gem. Okay, so if this is you feeling this way and you're harboring some guilt over changes you've realized within yourself, you know, realizing that your decisions may affect multiple people or multiple decisions and commitments that you've made, and you feel badly about that, please don't. You did not do anything wrong. You can't control where you are being pulled. All you can do is stay true to yourself and remain open, communicate openly to those that you feel may be affected by your decisions. So that way they can also take accountability for their next steps, and they can use the control they have over their actions to determine what they want to do next. It's not to say that you should not claim this space and feel badly, okay? But do not take that with you and blame yourself for something that really you could not have known ahead of time. Because this feeling of regret almost feels like you wish you had known earlier what you know now. And that had you known, you could have prevented just an entire closing of a chapter, right? I almost get this feeling like you believe you're sabotaging someone or something, but you're not. You're not, Gem. You are not. This was going to happen. You are realizing something important, and the fact that you feel badly, what that indicates is that you've decided that you are going to make a change, and it hurts. Change is difficult. But you also recognize that it's better for yourself, it's better for everyone involved if they're being true to themselves, to put into directions, invest in paths that feel right. It doesn't serve anyone to show up to something you are not happy being a part of. So just remember that, Gem. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. And also understand that this may not be you. This could be the person you're connecting with, and they feel like they are to blame for some kind of disappointment or sadness or anything that might be coming in that is not the most pleasant, some kind of loss. This is not their intention to cause harm. This is a very difficult decision that this person is making, and they wish they did not have to make it. Okay, very heavy right now. The energy currently is the Seven of Wands. Someone is resisting a very difficult change or a challenge to something that they've built, something they've created. Fighting for something, standing for something. The block is the Ace of Swords. There's a delay in communication. What we're talking about, this person or you, this conversation that is looking to be had, there is some kind of a delay here because someone is trying to be okay with staying in a situation. They're trying to protect something, but someone here may be avoiding the truth or avoiding a conversation, even though they know that it's coming. The best case scenario is justice, that the scales are rebalanced, a serious big decision is made. If there are legalities involved, it's about getting the paperwork started. It's about reaching an agreement more than anything, more than any paperwork, more than any legalities. This is about making sure that everyone is on the same page and an agreement is reached. There may be legal implications to this decision, but the idea here is that there's a certain level of objectivity that's going to be implemented here so that no one feels like this is personal. So if this is about ending something cordially or ending something on a positive note, where no one is being malicious and lashing out, that is going to be the best case scenario here. And I do feel like everyone wants this, whatever this decision is. This is about harmony and balance. Gem, I feel like I'm connecting with somebody who is having a very difficult time making a big decision because they feel like they are to blame if things go left. But please remember, that is not the case. That is not the case. Why it's all happening is the Eight of Swords, feeling limited, feeling like you are stuck. There have been thoughts recently, a lot of fears that perhaps if this person stays, or the fact this person is staying, it's causing more harm than good. Because whatever this is, whether someone is trying to be okay in a situation where they are not, or trying to build a situation that is entirely different, this person feels guilty. There is somebody here who is feeling like, why am I here right now? This feeling of putting into something with little intention of wanting to be there for the long term. In the recent past, there's the Two of Wands, a crossroad, a decision. This is about making that decision already. Because remember that the Three of Wands is about waiting for the outcome of your decision. So with the Two of Wands, a decision has already been made, even though a plan may not have been implemented. This is about knowing that someone is no longer okay with a situation that they are currently in. So remember that by leaving a situation, it does not have to be the end of a relationship, Gem. It can be the renewal of the relationship, but changing its direction. For many gems, I do feel like this is sort of the beginning of the end. Someone deciding that enough is enough, not because anything wrong was done, but because they have just become a different person. They've discovered something about themselves or about what they want out of life that they realize they are just lying to themselves, lying to the person that they are with, lying to the commitment that if they stay, they want to be there. There's a feeling of someone being disingenuous and not wanting to give someone the wrong idea anymore. Okay, so coming in, we have the Six of Cups. So this is about reconciling. I'm getting that there will be a heart-to-heart conversation between you, Gem, and another person. Someone is going to open up and share their hopes, their dreams, where it is they want to go. And they want to get your ideas on it. They want to get your input, and they want to be considerate of what their ideas, or what the ideas that are being discussed at this point. They want to discuss what this may look like and how this you feel is going to affect you or them. This is a heart-to-heart conversation, though. This is about sharing feelings about the future. For some, this is about there being children involved in some way. What about the children is what I'm hearing. Do you want this is what I'm also hearing. Will we be okay? Will they be okay? The answer to that is yes, Gem. If there is some kind of a dependent involved, the answer is yes, they will be okay. How you are feeling right now, Gem, is the Three of Cups. So knowing that this is the right path, regardless of who's making this choice, this is about feeling happy about the decision being made, happy about what you can look forward to now. This is about seeking support from your friends as well, taking this time to be motivated by your friendships, be motivated by things that you do that feel more aligned to who you are and what you enjoy doing with your spare time, with your energy, and just being happy. In the environment that you may not see is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is about stability and longevity. If there's been any doubt about something being a good decision for the long term, there should not be. If this is money related, if this is about legacy and family and community and acceptance, those individuals want to see you happy and to see you doing well. And If it's about a separation of any kind and you're asking yourself, how will the assets be split? Will it be a fair split? Will I be left with nothing? The answer to that is it will be a fair split. You will be left with more than enough. Okay? There is definitely a sense here of support. More than anything, this is support. If you're asking yourself, will I continue to receive support and acceptance from the people who care about me, even though I'm going to make this decision, which may not be necessarily the most accepted. Okay. There will be acceptance, absolutely. No one will hold it against you. But this is about potential for the long term. In the fear, we have Queen of Wands. You could be connecting with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. The fear here is perhaps if you have been imagining yourself being in this energy of motivated, inspired, being a business person, even starting a business, being self-motivated, going to the gym every day, being goal-oriented, right? Or perhaps connecting with someone who is like this, and you're afraid that you will not be able to make this work, or that it's too good to be true, or this person is unreliable, or, this is going to take too much work, too much effort. I am not seeing that to be the case. This, I believe, Gem, is going to be easier than you think. The most likely outcome here is the King of Swords. So Gemini, you are in your energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, where there are legalities involved. This is an attorney, where this is somebody here needing to make a significant decision. This is about that person making the decision and verbalizing it and putting it out there. So again, this is the beginning of the end, Gem. The ending does not have to be a negative one in terms of let's put it this way. Endings are not bad. They just feel uncomfortable. So please, when I say bad, right, an ending being bad, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the way that ending looks. It's just bad because that's how we feel about endings. We feel uncomfortable, right? So it's uncomfortable to separate from someone. That's very uncomfortable. It's exciting when you can move closer to somebody. So that's the distinction I mean. If this is a difficult situation, a difficult separation, right, this will end about as well as it can with everybody on board. What I'm getting, Gem, is that if you are afraid that someone may not like your decision, they are still going to accept it with grace. They are still going to accept it with grace. If this is not you making the decision, and this is somebody making this decision and it's going to affect you, I am getting that there is still, the way this is going to be communicated is going to be so clear. It's going to be so clear that everyone is going to understand. It's not going to be a spiteful, vengeful, full of hatred, drag through the mud type of ending. It's not that. It is not. It is so far from that. There's an understanding that will be reached. There will be reconciliation. There will be an understanding. The plans will come through. It will be fine. It really, really will, Gem. So let's see. Let's go ahead and clarify this. So underneath the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling isolated, alone, separated. We're talking pentacles now. So for some, this is this fear, right? This is a fear of being without a person, having a fear that their decision is going to result in a loss of money, a loss of support, right? Being alone, being rejected, being left out in the cold. I'm not getting that for you, Jim. This is a fear. This is a fear that's had, but this is also self-created. If you need support, ask for it. Don't not ask for support and then shoulder this heavy burden on your own because you feel like you need to inflict the punishment onto yourself. If you're having a hard time making a decision that is very difficult, but you need support, then by all means, please do that. Because while you are feeling the Three of Cups and being happy, I do feel like on some level, you almost feel guilty. You almost feel guilty for being as happy as you feel, to be free, to be open now, to do what you feel more aligned to doing. And again, if this is not you, then it is the person that you are connecting with, right? But I feel like this fear of lack is, to an extent, a self-fulfilling prophecy. So be aware of that, so that way you don't continue to put yourself in that position. Ask for help if you need it, because people who love you are willing to continue to support you, even though this decision you feel is not the one that people would support you through. Okay? So the Seven of Wands here is being clarified by the Seven of Wands. Defense, defense, defense. Standing up for a decision. Standing up for a decision. You know, someone is just feeling defensive, trying to even avoid something, but this is about someone having decided something that they feel is the right choice, that they feel victorious about, that they feel good about, and people might be challenging them, and they are standing their ground, Gem. Okay, so this person is standing their ground very, very diligently. The block here is the Ace of Swords being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. If this is a marriage, this has something to do with the marriage. There are multiple storylines. With the Ace of Swords, this can indicate a separation from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or some kind of important decision about commitment to this person or with this person. So for some, this is about this individual wanting to grow closer to you, and then having a decision about that in order to actually move closer to that, a conversation has to be made with someone else. This could be another partner, a business person, something like that. Another commitment. In order for there to be closeness, there needs to be a conversation somewhere. This can also just be about someone, you know, with Justice, they have the sword. So it's about dropping the sword on something that is leaving them or leaving you tethered to another energy. So this conversation needs to be had. Once it is had, which I believe is going to happen very soon, then the ball can get rolling. So the best case scenario with Justice could be a Libra that you're connecting with is 10 of Wands. So how we were talking about a heavy burden. This heavy burden is about to be released. This decision, it's the biggest decision this person, I feel, has made up until this point. It's a significant decision. It does feel like it's going to leave a very significant impact on another person involved, another party involved. But it is necessary. This has already run its course, so the decision needs to be made. And the reason it's all happening with the Eight of Swords is being clarified by Justice. Someone has decided they are no longer sitting in this self-sabotage energy. They are no longer remaining stuck, more Libran energy. This person has decided to move forward and out of this space of always wondering what if and never actually knowing. In the recent past, we have this decision making being clarified with the 10 of Cups. It feels to me, Gem, like these two options have had their opportunities to present themselves. I'm getting this person has two options at family, two options in career, two options in complete fulfillment, but that this person, whether it's you or them, has decided where their fulfillment lies. And now they're in a mind frame, a mindset of moving closer to that person or to that life purpose or that path. With the Six of Cups, we have the Star, Aquarian energy, Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So this is about opening up, connecting with someone else, having a heart-to-heart conversation about what the next step is. The long-term implications for this decision. The decision has already been made, Gem, and if it has not been made yet, it will be made very, very soon, because the block here is this conversation. As soon as this conversation is had, it's like removing a plug out of the drain. The water begins to drain and you get to start over. Once this conversation is had, right, then there will be an understanding of what lies ahead. If this is about transitioning from one life into another, this will be done seamlessly. You will work together to make this happen. There is some feeling of unknown here of what direction do we take? How do we make this happen? What do we need to do? But it's not going to block your way. It may be a slow transition. But it's not going to be at a full stop. Teamwork. There's some kind of teamwork that's happening in the near future. There's some kind of cooperation that's happening. And this is to implement something for the long term. It will be cordial. It will be friendly. It's going to be mutual. How you see yourself with the Three of Cups is the High Priestess. So for some, this is about being happy on the inside. You haven't shared this. That's what I'm saying, Gem. There's a feeling here of, while there is happiness somewhere, at the same time, it's almost a feeling of guilt, almost a feeling of no one else knows that you have been happy. So it's this inward celebration, this inward happiness. But outwardly, you are ready for that life to be a reflection. So wherever you've been getting your happiness, Gem, you are ready for that little slice of heaven to not be a little slice of heaven. You're looking to indulge in it. You're looking to make it a permanent part of your day-to-day routines, your day-to-day life. Okay? And again, Gem, if this is not you, it's the person you're connecting with. There's a feeling of happiness that hasn't been revealed, and this person is ready to amplify this happiness across the board. Now, in the environment, what you may not be seeing with the Ten of Pentacles is being clarified by the Five of Cups, a loss. So if there's a feeling here, right, it almost read as like a fear here when we got to this position earlier in the reading, Gem. A possible loss of finances. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to feel like something is not working out in my favor? Am I going to be able to make this work long term? This is a feeling that you have that in actuality, right? Cups versus Pentacles. Pentacles are tangible and cups are our emotions. There's a feeling of loss or sadness or fear around what is that you are not seeing. And clarifying that, Gem, it's to reassure you that any kind of doubts or fears you've had surrounding money or connection or access, I'm getting for some where there are children involved, that is not at play. There is an understanding that will be reached, and there won't be this ugly prevention of you to the things that you have helped create. Okay? There will be an understanding that is reached. This heart-to-heart conversation will allow for this to continue forward. Even though you won't be as involved in the way you were, you will continue to be involved. So with the Queen of Wands being in the fear position is the Page of Pentacles. For some, if this is another person involved, Gem, this is somebody with whom you have kind of like a baby commitment with, or that you are considering having in your life. For others, this person does not yet exist, but will soon, right? And this is somebody that you are hopeful will be sort of that fulfillment that you're seeking. This could be yourself, Gem. This could be a version of yourself, this business person, this student that you are looking to become. And the fear is that you will burn yourself out too soon, that this is not a real goal or a real thing that is available to you. That is not the case at all. It is available to you, however, you need the space here to be free in order for that space to be occupied. But this is available to you. This is available to you. And if this is about a mutual connection with somebody, you're asking yourself, well, do they feel the same? Because I am getting for some, this is about secretly feeling very satisfied. Share, not secrets in, hush, hush, keep it to myself because I don't want anybody to realize that I'm doing a bad thing. It can be. It's up to you, Gem. If this is your situation, only you know. But I'm getting more of the fact that it's just a feeling of satisfaction, of inner knowing, and just keeping it to yourself because perhaps other people have not been ready to hear that. And if that is the case, and there's a question of, does this person want the same things I do, or will this person want the same things I do moving forward? The answer is yes. This person will be engaged. This person will want the same things. In the outcome with the King of Swords, we have clarifying the Tower. It could be a Scorpio you're connecting with. The Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Leo energy. It's going to be okay, Gem. Listen, it's going to be okay. Up until now, it has felt like a lot. It has felt like a lot. Part of you is wondering, like, all right, so this is a lot. This is very heavy. There are multiple fives. What are we doing? There's sadness, there's happiness, there's regret, but there's gain and loss. And what is it? Ultimately, after this conversation is had, this block is removed, you guys move through this space. It's mutual. What this is mutual. If it's a separation, it's mutual. There's an understanding. You'll work through it. If this is about getting closer together and moving past a difficult situation in order to unite with somebody, by this conversation, you will move through it. Right? With the star, this is separation for some. If there are children involved, it's about moving forward separately, but still together. If this is about moving closer with another person, right? This is about having to kind of piece things together little by little over time. But as long as there's an understanding, it's doable. Okay? In the outcome, there's going to be an unexpected opportunity to be free. With the sun, this is ultimate happiness. This is warmth. This is creation. This is more of that yang energy, that masculine active energy. Action will be taken in the form of whoever this person is. It's either a decision, and in that communication, there's going to be some kind of paperwork or a commitment or a promise. It's going to be a solid decision that is set in stone. It's going to come at an unexpected time. And it's going to be the reason whatever this is will never look the same again. However, regardless of if it's joining closer together with someone or leaving someone behind, because those are all the storylines here, Gem, and I'm not sure exactly where you fall. I'm getting for the majority of the gems, you guys are the ones stepping away from something unhappy or unfulfilling. Not unhappy, unfulfilling. But it's wherever you fall, Gem. Okay? It's going to come in the form of this decision, and no matter where your situation lies, it is going to end positively. If you're asking yourself, will this person be on board with me? The answer is yes. Will things pan out, financially? The answer is yes. Will the children be okay, or the dependents involved, will they be okay? Yes. Will I be able to connect in the way I am hoping with this person that's currently in the environment? Will they be on the same page as me? Or in the future, when I do make myself available for this type of commitment again, will everything work out? The answer is yes. I am feeling that if there are multiple energies involved, these people are already here, Gem. And if they're not here, someone will be entering the scene this month. That is what I'm getting for majority of you. If this person is not here, because sometimes I watch my readings back, Gem, and I notice that sometimes these are predictive. Many times these readings are predictive. So if it's not happening right now, Gem, please revisit the reading, because you might find that it actually is going to be happening very soon, sometime this month. Scorpio, Leo energy, very strong here in the outcome. But this is about this person, you, Gem, putting your foot down and ultimately saying, this is how I would like the future to look. So let's go ahead and make this happen. And you will be happy. You will be happy. This is going to end well. Do not be afraid, Gem. Or rather, do not let your fear keep you stuck. It is okay to be happy on the outside. You don't have to sit in secret trying to be someone that you're not. Even though you want something else, and because you think other people expect certain things from you, you don't deserve that, and people who love you don't want that for you. It's okay to want that for yourself. And the people who love you, I'm seeing, want the same for you. Guidance, please. What is the guidance for Gem? What is the guidance for Gem, please? Leap of faith. You might have Aries very strong in your chart. I'm feeling compelled to read from the card. It says, believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. This is that moment right before creation, Gem. That moment right before creation. It's taking that leap. It's not knowing what you're jumping into, but knowing that where you are does not suffice. Trust. Look at that. And here you are coming out once again. King of Swords. Right? This is about being true to yourself, being honest, being open. Not about being fearless. not about being fearless. It's okay to be afraid, but it's about leading with virtue, leading with honesty. You are a force of good in this situation, Gem. No matter what you think the truth will have, no matter what the repercussions you believe the truth will have on this situation, you are a force of good here, because instead of sneaking around and instead of keeping information to yourself and putting yourself last and then lashing back out 10 years later with spite, and really becoming that force of darkness, so to speak. You are leading with light. You are leading with truth. And no matter what happens from that, you will have done your due diligence because you did not avoid the truth. The 5 of Wands is here for advice as well. A challenge that you can resolve. Withdraw from drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. With the 5 of Wands, this is about realizing that you are not in competition with anybody. Gem, you are not in competition with anyone. If you've been comparing yourself to other people's success, do not do that. Everyone is on their own path. Everyone's going through their own stuff. No one's story is cookie cutter. You know what I mean? You are not in competition with anyone but yourself. For the moment, consider what it is that you are struggling with and ask yourself, how can I improve this for myself based on what I experienced yesterday? How can I make tomorrow better for myself? And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. If there has been disagreements with other people, do not let those disagreements get in the way of your decision. If there have been conflicted desires that you've had, go ahead and communicate that. Don't withhold communication just because what you are learning about yourself or what you are learning about your next step is a little bit messy. Don't avoid it just because it's messy. Do what you know is right and speak it into existence. Ultimately, it is going to suit you. It's going to suit you, Gem, and it's going to be just fine. You know it too. You don't need me to say it, but I'll say it. It's going to be fine. And you know this. Gem, I'm going to leave this here, my love. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you in this space, in this protected space. I hope that you enjoyed your reading and found it clarifying and helpful moving forward. This was a big, big reading for you, Gem. So I do truly hope that all the messages here today were able to serve you in some significant way moving forward. If you enjoyed today's reading, you can leave a comment below and share what your story is, share what you're going through, and we can leave words of encouragement for you in the comments below. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel to be in the loop for the next readings that come out. If you would like a personal reading with me, my link is in the description box below, so you can reach out to me there. Until next time, Gem, I am loving you so much. I pray that you stay safe, you be well, and I will see you in the next reading. I love you so very much, Gem. Mwah. Until next time.